Hey everybody, it's Z here with Six Pack Productions for day 7 of the April video series. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm still feeling pretty drained from the long day yesterday. I also ended up having to go to work today. I have a day job, uh, and didn't really get a good night's sleep in between. Hence why I'm shooting this one in low lighting, because there's a real chance I'm just gonna go to bed as soon as it's done. Uh, Because of that, and my brain being a bit fried, I decided to make this video just a sort of general advice video for men before we dive into some entertaining stories. Hopefully, starting tomorrow when I'm fully refreshed and can, kind of script things out a little bit better to make my points succinctly. I think there's a problem right now of men looking for assistance and going to the internet in particular, where you have access to a wealth of resources, but they are looking for a specific type of advice. And they are looking for what I call positive advice as opposed to negative advice. When I use these terms, I'm not referring to that they're just looking for someone to phrase things very politely and to be sort of gentle and kind in giving them direction. No, I'm literally meaning positive as in plus and negative as in minus. People are looking for advice that just adds something. A guy nowadays wants to be told that he's doing everything right, he just has to add something to make it the total package, as opposed to what I would call negative advice, which is telling someone, stop it, stop what you're doing, you're screwing up. And where this seems to be really pronounced is when it comes to relationships. Uh, it is pretty common that if a man is asking a question and it is about a woman he's dating, that he's trying to date, he might even be married to her, that the best solution is for him to get the hell out of Dodge. But when you tell a guy that, man, the pushback you get. If a guy says to me, hey, uh, I met this woman, I found out that she has a kid from a previous relationship. How do I best approach this? How does it change the way that I should look to her as a possible girlfriend? My answer is, and hey, this is not an original idea on YouTube, skip it. Don't date single mothers. Find someone who will be able to make the time to build your relationship without having to constantly deal with the baggage of a previous relationship. And sometimes the guys will get it, but other times they'll just start bashing their head against the wall, going, well, no, she's like really hot and I want to make this work. Or, well, no, she's super cool. It's not like that. It wasn't her fault. In which case you can reference my previous video, She Wants to Have a Baby, to find out why you're wrong. Uh, the truth of the matter is, I believe that at least a simple majority of dating advice ultimately comes down to you need to not deal with this person and the relationship needs to end. But when you tell someone to take something away that they have basically been making a wrong decision for some period of time, that's when you get the pushback. And that's when you know that that man or that woman, because it certainly isn't a new idea that a girl would stay in a bad relationship, but to me it says that this person, they aren't really looking for advice. Uh, Whoever's asking you for the help, he or she actually wants you to go, oh, oh yeah, I know exactly what you need to do in order to have a beautiful relationship, true love with this person who's clearly your soulmate. When the truth of the matter is, uh, one of you probably just sucks, and unless you were to make major changes, the relationship is going to fail. And my stance on that matter is, hey, you can't change the other person. So the moment you come to a deal breaker, you have to just put your hands up in the air and say, yeah, that's it. I'm out. Uh, come up with your own red flags. Use your experience, use the experience of people around you, and figure out what you won't deal with, and then cut these things off at the pass. But if you're going to ask someone for help, then be willing to listen to them. Now, you're certainly not morally obligated to do something just because I or someone else that you're asking tells you to take that direction, but don't immediately dismiss it either. It's rather disingenuous to seek aid when you actually want a very specific answer. Uh, yeah, keep an open mind. Sometimes that outside perspective, that's an unbiased one, is going to be more objective, more rational, and it'll help you out in the long run. So the next time that you seek out some help and your immediate reaction to that person's help is to go, but just pause and soak it in, whether you go with that or not. That's I think that's about all I have on this one. Hopefully, this is going to be able to help a few people out. Tune in tomorrow as we'll have another video, perhaps with full lighting. Again, this is Z with Six Pack Productions. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Guys, peace out. Take care.